Ladies and gentlemen, Loki here, back at it again with another YouTube video. I just want to have a discussion with you guys regarding the future of the channel. We're definitely 100% still going to be covering Zinla Zone Zero. That game has been cooking and the devs are absolutely amazing. I would like to cover Wuthering Waves again, but it doesn't really do well on my channel. I might experiment with a few videos here and there, or I might make a few polls to see if anyone does play other gachas outside of Zinless and Honkai Star Rail. At least the people that are sub to my channel. But if you've been living under a rock, you might not know that Honkai Star Rail isn't in the best place at the moment. Now, as a Genshin refugee, upon Honkai Star Rail's release, I genuinely loved the game so much. I still enjoy the game, but one of the major issues, and obviously we're going to talk about the Castorice stuff as well, but one of the major issues is the storytelling, and I'm still kind of just holding out that will be changed, that we'll probably get like more dynamic camera angles, we'll probably get more facial expressions in the future, because obviously the other Hoyoverse titles in Zone Zero does that very well. So in my head, it's just a complete no-brainer, right? Just copy and paste. That's how it is in my head. But the story itself in Honkai Star Rail is actually really good. It's just the storytelling that can leave some very displeased. Now, I am proud of the growth that we have accumulated on this channel. I never really took my YouTube channel very serious until HSR, so it definitely has a special place in my heart. And then you know, seeing 2, 3, 4, 5K views on a video is like, that's huge for me, right? And we're growing slowly but steadily, and it's not something that I definitely, it's not something that I want to put a halt to. But this whole Castorice situation where for global passive, because these devs have to realize, and the HSR devs used to be really based. I don't know necessarily what's changed. It feels so corporate right now that it's just like what are we doing here? Like giving out the free doctor ratio, I was like, oh, HSR is insane. Like way better than Genshin. Like moving over from Genshin to HSR, I didn't bat an eye. I didn't regret it for a second, right? And now we're in this situation where the devs basically have taken all the feedback from everyone, and there's been a lot of it. Maybe we do need more feedback from other from people that play other gacha games, because this can potentially affect you as well. HSR is one of the big three, right? It makes a ton of money, and if other devs see that HSR is getting away with something like a global passive, then other devs can get away with it as well. And I mean, I'm just hoping that things don't go that way, but that's the route that things will go if this doesn't get changed. Now, there is one more chance, I would say, for this to be changed, because I don't think everything is necessarily finalized, and that would be the early access creators. As you can see, I believe today, as of recording this video on the 12th of March, My Day early access was just released. So by the end of his banner, we're going to start getting Castorice early access. So I believe around now is when the creators will start to actually play Castorice and read their kit and start to record their videos. They'll send their videos in, their videos will get approved or not, and then things will move on from there. It's up to those creators to say, hey, to come together. It's up to those creators to come together. EO, Moon, Mr. Pokey, probably won't be Pokey because he's the biggest shill ever, but Wyatt, I'm Guoba certified. It's up to all these creators to come together and say like, hey, we don't think this is right. Let's maybe adjust this, because this is moving in a very poor direction. And I can guarantee you a lot of the creators that I mentioned probably won't do that, because again, this is their livelihood, right? And while I do get it, I definitely think it's important to take a stand. And then Braxophone as well. I don't know why I forgot to mention Brax, but like I mentioned earlier, I do think it's important for people from other communities to comment on this issue. Whether you play Wuthering Waves, Reverse 1999, Girls Frontline 2, Nikkei, this potentially can affect you as well. Global passives, like I said earlier, if this becomes the norm, it's all gonna stem from Honkai Star Rail, right? It's gonna trickle down and be a domino effect. Now, unfortunately, money talks, right? So unless the community takes a stand together and stop spending on the game, nothing will ever change. If people are still wailing on the game, if people are not communicating with their pockets or without their pockets, then things won't change. We saw this with Zenless Zone Zero recently, right? The numbers weren't doing well. What happened? We ended up getting a free Haramasa, as well as Miyabi with her banner being extended to where you could build up enough currency to pick up the character and her weapon, even if you lost your 50-50, right? And that's something that these gacha companies could 100% do. I genuinely believe that these characters are just like too expensive, because no one wants to admit that they're brainwashed. No one wants to admit that they're in the infinite Tsukiyomi and they're constantly falling for the predatory practices. And there may be some optimization issues, but you can pay $70 for Monster Hunter Wilds right now and try out different classes, master different classes, master all sorts of builds, right? And then you have like a future DLC to look forward to, where it's going to be newer monsters, it's going to be newer armor sets, newer builds. And then also there's those microtransactions that are like trickled in for sure, but nothing like we see in the gacha sphere. So I definitely implore everyone to take a stand, to potentially get this changed. Hopefully it's not too late. Yeah, if anyone is sub to my channel that sees this video, join the Discord. The link is always in the description. Join the Discord. There is a gacha slop section. If you want me to react to anything, definitely put things down there. I'm definitely looking forward to getting into more reactions. But yeah, as far as the future, I'm not sure, honestly. It kind of depends on what the devs do. But as far as like ZZZ, we'll definitely still maintain the ZZZ content. And will we, like, I enjoy Wooba. It's one of my favorite games at the moment. But it doesn't do well on my channel. But if you guys are interested in seeing any Wuthering Waves content, I'll definitely be happy to bring that to the channel. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.